Hello guys, and welcome to a very exciting LEGO Star Wars 2025 winter set video. All of these sets that you'll be seeing today release on January 1st, 2025. There's quite a few new ones that we'll be seeing and some remakes, but let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to like the video and subscribe, and let's jump into all of the brand new 2025 rumors. So first up here, we have 75404 MIDI Scale Acclimator. This set will retail for $50 and have 450 parts when it releases on January 1st, 2025. This information comes from BrickClicker, and just first thoughts on this is that it will look really, really good. It'll fit in spectacularly next to the Invisible Hand that released March of this year. I think it's been a long overdue set. I think we should have seen a Venator before we saw this Acclimator, but I do believe that since we're getting Acclimator, we may never see a Venator, so that is a little bit disappointing. But I do think this set will look just amazing. I think the model will look very sleek. I think LEGO will do a very solid design on a set like this, simply given the fact that they've been doing really well on the MIDI scale sets. They really haven't missed at all on all of the ones. I think the Millennium Falcon looked great. I think the Tantive 4 look really solid, and I do think that they will not miss on this one. I think the price may be a little high, $50. It won't be that big with just 450 parts, but other than that, I think this is a very solid set. This one will look really great on display. It'll look great next to the Invisible Hand, and overall, I think LEGO fans will be really excited to get this one on January 1st. And next up here is not a very exciting set. This is going to be 75403 Buildable Grogu and Pram. This one will retail for $100 with 1,048 parts, so a pretty decent price per piece when it does release on January 1st, 2025. Now, this set will definitely not be a very popular one, given the fact that we've seen too much of Grogu, too much of Mandalorian, and we are getting another Mandalorian-based set, which I'll talk about in just a couple minutes here, in January 1st, and I do think this is very, very overrated. I don't think we need to be seeing a Grogu's Pram set in 2025. It's been a long time since The Mandalorian Season 1 aired, and I think this is just long overdue. I don't think LEGO should be making this. I think there are other things they could have made. They could have made a buildable droid. They could have made another buildable creature like we've been asking for. We haven't seen like a really good buildable creature in a little bit while. We could have seen some Geonosian creatures. Overall, this is just a wasted slot of a $100 set. I think LEGO will definitely put this one on clearance very soon. It'll be $50, $60 within just a couple of months, and then maybe it'll be a solid price to get it for, but other than that, I don't believe that this will be a very good set. I think the design may be nice, but I just don't believe that LEGO will be selling enough of these sets to the very little Grogu market that is left. And I just believe that LEGO overdid it. I think the Disney and LEGO overdid the amount of Grogu and Mandalorian sets that they made over the last couple of years since the Mandalorian show released, and given the fact that we're getting a Mandalorian movie in 2025, it does not help the fact that we will likely be seeing more Mandalorian sets, and people will not be buying them simply for the fact that they have too much Mandalorians and too many Grogus in their collection, and the sets that they are getting aren't even that good. And speaking of the Mandalorian, we have 75410 Din Djarin's N1 Starfighter 4+ set. This one will retail for $30 with 92 parts, and just like the last one, we don't need this one. We simply do not need this. This could have been a normal Naboo N1 Starfighter. Lots of people would have gotten it simply because it's been a decade since we last saw a Naboo Starfighter. There are literally two other versions of the Mandalorian Starfighter on shelves right now, with the Microfighter and the playset version. We do not need a 4+ version. LEGO simply doesn't seem to understand that, and I think that this will be another set that just falls off of people's radar. Nobody will buy it, especially if it doesn't have any exclusive minifigures, and I just think this would be a wasted slot of a 4+ set. Even last year's 4+ set with the Crimson Firehawk was a good set. It had good minifigures, and the design of the set wasn't bad at all. And next up, this is likely the most anticipated January 1st set. This is going to be 75402 ARC-170 Starfighter with 497 pieces, and it will retail for a whopping $70. And it does release on January 1st. All of these sets are January 1st sets, and I do think this one will be an instant fan favorite, given the fact that it's been literally over a decade since LEGO made an ARC-170, and I think it's long overdue on a set like this. It's great that we're getting it in the Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary year. We may even see an exclusive 20th anniversary brick, but other than that, I think this will be a great set. It will be nicely made. The last one had about 400 pieces, so this one will have about 100 more, and I think that LEGO will make it pretty good looking. It may be a little bit smaller given the fact that LEGO has been stuffing a lot of pieces into smaller sets, and I just think this will be a good set. LEGO will make it well, and it will be a nicely designed ARC-170 set with some good minifigures. I am hoping for a Jedi, but I don't expect that from LEGO. I do think we will see new Clone Pilot minifigures, and we will also see perhaps a droid or two as well. LEGO will definitely hopefully not mess this one up, and maybe this will lead to a Ultimate Collector Series ARC-170 sometime in the future. And next up we have a 75401 Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor. This one will retail for $45 with just 290 pieces starting on January 1st, 2025. This one is not what a lot of people expected. This one will be very overpriced at that $45 price tag. I do believe we will see 2 to 3 minifigures being Ahsoka, which is a new version from the Clone Wars. We will also see R7, which is her astromech droid, and it will be a good set. Perhaps we'll see another named character, maybe Anakin, maybe Obi-Wan. That'll make it a little bit more worth that $45 price tag, but overall it's still a very expensive set at $45. Jedi Interceptors used to cost $20 literally just like 10 years ago. In 2014, a Jedi Interceptor would cost $20 with the same amount of minifigures and the same amount of pieces. So I just think this is a very, very expensive set. This is not going to be worth $45. I recommend waiting for a discount, maybe 20 to 30% off, and the only thing that could make this one worth it is if it did have a small side build, perhaps a small turret or something that will make it a little bit better and a little bit more worth that $45 price tag. And it's just insane that LEGO has been pricing their sets at such high price points with so little pieces. They could at least put a little bit more parts into it, and I just don't think that this will be a very good set for the value that you're paying $45 for. And next up, we have more information on another MIDI scale set that is releasing on January 1st. This will be 75405 18 plus MIDI scale Home 1 Starship. This one will retail for $70 with 559 pieces, so a pretty bad price per piece there, and it will retail starting January 1st. So this set will be a good looking model. I think it'll be really good. Hopefully LEGO will even give it a small interior or a small windscreen where we can see what all of the main characters saw in there in Return of the Jedi. This one should be a good looking set. I think the Home 1 is long overdue. We saw the Home 1 interior back in like 2009, and I think it's about time LEGO made a new version of this one. It'll fit in really well with the other original trilogy MIDI scale sets that we've seen over the past couple of years now, and I think it'll be a good selling set amongst just generic fans, generic LEGO Star Wars fans that do want to pick up these really nice looking 18 plus sets. And so this is all that we know about LEGO Star Wars January 1st, 2025. There are so many amazing sets coming out. I think the ARC-170 and Ahsoka's Jedi Starfighter will both be fan favorites, along with the MIDI scale Acclamator set. I think that all three of those are Clone Wars or prequel based, so they will be the more popular ones, and I think that LEGO will put a lot of effort into them, so they will be the best they possibly could be, and perhaps they will, like, you know, have something even more to them that we haven't heard about in these rumors. I am excited to see all of the other rumors that to see for the rest of 2025. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for never to miss out on any of their LEGO Star Wars videos, and be sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and I'd love to discuss them with you. Be sure to do all these things, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.